Hey, what's up guys? This is KoolKanto coming at you with my first Gen 5 Pokemon Wi-Fi match. This is actually the first Wi-Fi match that I've had with this team, so it's pretty rough to start off with, but if you guys would like to leave me a comment and tell me what you think about it or what you think I should change about it, that would be greatly appreciated. So I lead off with America, my Bravery, and I just U-turn off on the Suicune because there isn't too much that I can do to it, and I just want to go into something that I know will be able to do some damage back to it. So I go into my Shaman Flower here, and the Scald does nothing, and I don't get burned, so that's awesome. And the Shaman is kind of stally, so I'm going to apologize for that ahead of time, but I don't think it gets too bad throughout this match. So, Allie withdraws her Suicune, not wanting to take a Seed Flare, and I predict the switch, so I just go for a Leech Seed. But the Leech Seed misses, and out comes this Arcanine. And I don't really want to take any type of Fire-type move to the face, so I quickly switch out to Plasma, my Heatran. He goes for a Flare Blitz, and it powers up my Flash Fire. Here I don't want to go for a Fire-type attack even though I'm boosted up. I just want to set up my rocks quickly because I figured that she was going to switch back into her Suicune. So I got my rocks up, I'm feeling pretty good, and here I believe I switch back out to Shaman, whichever one it is. So out comes Flower, and I believe she hits me with another Scald, which is exactly what happens, and I believe I get burnt. I do get burnt, so I'm thinking, stupid Scald, gonna burn all my Pokemon. I have a lot of physical attackers, which I'm thinking about I may have to switch with Scald. Scald and Will-O-Wisp still running rampant on a lot of teams. So here, she switches out, and I'm not really afraid of the burn, so I predict the switch, and I go for the Earth Power, and out comes this Garchomp, and I'm kind of afraid of it a little bit because it's a Garchomp, and Garchomps can do quite a bit of damage. But after seeing how much that Earth Power did, I'm feeling okay. Even though it was a crit, I'm not as afraid of when I first saw it. Because when I first started playing Gen 4, Garchomp had already been moved to Uber, so in my head I'm thinking Garchomp, this awesome thing. But Shaman is able to take it out with, I got a crit on the Earth Power, and I'm able to take it out with the Seed Flare. So Shaman looking pretty good other than the fact that it's burnt and it's taking quite a bit of damage. So she sends out her Arcanine, and here I believe that she's going to predict me to switch out, so I go for an Aromatherapy here to get rid of that burn. She hits me with a Crunch, and that doesn't do too much damage, but Shaman's still hurting pretty bad with his HP at 104. So her Arcanine's getting a little bit of lefties going on, and I'm getting some lefties going on, but I don't really want to stay in. I'm not predicting her to over-predict again, so I go back out into Plasma to hopefully absorb another Fire-type attack. And she goes for another Crunch, which is the right move on her part, so good job for her. She gets a crit on that, doesn't really matter. She's still getting some lefties, and she withdraws her Arcanine now, fearing that I'm going to go with the Earth Power, and to just be able to absorb any Fire-type attack with Suicune. So I do go for the Earth Power, and that's going to do nothing to the Suicune. That Suicune's going to just laugh in Plasma's face. But any damage is good damage, right? So I don't want Plasma to take the Scald. So I go into Toka, which I'm realizing now it's kind of a mistake. But because Toka has pretty good physical defense, but his special defense is not the greatest. But I figured the attacks that this Suicune's going to be doing, I'm going to be able to resist. But I forgot that water does not resist water, so I do not resist it, and I take a whole crap ton from that Scald, and I get burnt. So I use Shell Smash, and I lower both of my defenses, but it raises both of my attacks, and it raises my speed. And then I use a White Herb, and that's going to negate the defensive drops. So my defense is going to be back up to its normal spot. But the Suicune's still going to be faster, and it's going to be able to take me out with another Scald. So I basically just wasted Toka here. But you know, that's what I said before. This is my first battle with these guys, so I probably should have sent him out there when the Arcanine was out there, because I'd be able to resist any of its attacks, and I'd be able to Shell Break on the switch out. So here I send out Shaman, and I debated to use what is it called, Leech Seed, but I decided I would just go straight off for the offensive move, because I wasn't sure what the Suicune was going to do. I'm guessing it doesn't have Ice Beam since it hasn't used it yet. But the Seed Flare doesn't do too much against this Togekiss. So I send in Chivalry, my Glade, hoping to be able to hit him with a Stone Edge after this. But he hits me with a Flamethrower, and I get burned again. So I'm like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I've had 3 guys burnt this entire match. Like, I know burn chances increase with the Togekiss, but still, I was kind of pissed. So I hit him with a Stone Edge. It doesn't take him out, and he's able to hit me with another Flamethrower, which I believe is going to take me... No, it does not take me out. Awesome. Oh yeah, but the burn is able to take me out. I was like, I didn't think I got another hit in with Glade. So that burn ends up to be huge, because that Togekiss would not have lived. But whatever, it's just a game, right? And those things happen. So here I send in Coleman, my Lantern, and I hit him with a Volt Switch. This Lantern is scarfed, by the way. You don't really see too many of those, so I was hoping to be able to catch some people off guard with it, because Lantern's speed is not the greatest. So I Volt Switch, I take out the Togekiss, and out comes Flower, just so I could get some extra lefties in there. Out comes Arcanine, taking some more rock damage, so that's always good. Hits Flower with the Intimidate, and I believe I pull back Flower, and I send it to America, thinking that he wasn't going to go for the Fire type attack, and I didn't want Heatran to take extra damage that he doesn't have to, because I thought that Heatran would be more valuable to me later in the match than America is. But her Arcanine is carrying Thunderfang, which is going to hurt bad. But I am able to survive, and I'm able to take out this Arcanine with a Brave Bird. But after hitting the Arcanine with the Brave Bird, I'm going to take Recoil, and that's going to take me out. So it's a double down right now, and I believe I have Heatran, Lantern, and Shaman left. So she goes into her Suicune. I predict that, and I go into Flower. And I believe, again, I go straight off. Oh no, I predict her to predict me, and I go into Coleman here. And she does pull her Suicune back. It goes into a Machamp, which I totally forgot that she had. And this Machamp, I know, is just going to totally rape my team, because I have Heatran left, Coleman, and Shaman. Shaman with not that much HP left. But I see the leftovers, so I'm thinking that this is probably going to be some bulkier variant, maybe. So Coleman takes the dynamic punch, and it hurts, but I'm still alive. So I'm hoping I can get another Scald off, and hopefully I can burn it, and that will help save me. Hits me with a bullet punch, and that does nothing because it's resisted, and I hit myself in confusion. So I'm like, crap, what am I going to do? I'm in a big hole right now. Not an impossible one to work out of, but not one that I want to be in. So I predict him to go for another bullet punch here to be able to take out my Lantern without the possibility of taking a Scald. But she goes for the dynamic punch, and that is going to take out my Heatran. So that sucks. So she definitely out-predicted me there, and now I have 2 pokes with not that much life left. So I send in Flower, knowing that Lantern would not be able to take another bullet punch, and I just go for the Seed Flare, and that's going to do a decent amount of damage, probably about half if it was full. But this Machamp also carries the Fire Punch, so everything that I send out, she has got the Elemental Punch or Bite or Fang, whatever it's called, to just take out whoever I have. So her team is definitely very well thought out, or definitely thought out enough to take out my team. So sending in Coleman, who's my last, and I'm able to take out the Machamp with the Thunderbolt. I'm not sure if the defense drops mattered or not, but that's a dead Machamp. So now she sends out her Jirachi, so she has Jirachi and Suicune left. And this Jirachi is just going to be able to absorb that Thunderbolt and finish me off with an Iron Head. So I thought this wasn't too bad for my first Gen 5 match. It was pretty fun. I'm hoping to have some more coming up soon, and hopefully I'm able to utilize this team a little bit better. I hope you guys enjoyed this vid. Don't forget to like, comment, and sub, and I will talk to all you guys later. Peace.